subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Welcome everybody to Dare, the hosted series here that Dare is putting on. Welcome to Daytona, here at beautiful Florida, here in Daytona. I am Goose, your broadcaster for tonight. Joined with me here by Ricky up in the booth. Say hi, Ricky.
What's up, y'all?
It's going to be an exciting night here, hopefully tonight. A lot of racers out here tonight. This is the hosted series, so these racers are not from the Dare League. Not all of them. Some of them are out here competing just from iRacing. They've seen it up, they've joined, and here they are tonight to give you an exciting night of racing here at Daytona in the trucks. Tonight's race is going to consist of 80 laps. They get 4 fast repairs, 3 green-white checkers. We're going to have stages at lap 20, 6, or 40, and 60. Ricky's going to call those out as they come. There's no cautions. The first 3 stages, after the first 3 stages, they will start throwing cautions. So we're going to get some good racing here tonight. The final 20 laps will be cautions as needed. Lap down drivers will get laps back during stage breaks, so you will see a lot of drivers moving around under caution, under those stages. So don't be alarmed if you see a lot of cars running around on track. Ricky, why don't you tell us how many cars we have out here tonight? And what are our temperatures looking like out here tonight?
We have about, let's see, about 42 drivers tonight, and a track temp starting off about 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
43 drivers out here tonight for 80 laps here at Daytona. Thank goodness for not that many yellows until after. It could be pretty bad here as we get going. I know Daytona, with a lot of cars out there, it can be a pretty bad bunch sometimes when they all get together, and if there's no yellows, a lot of those cars are going to be a lap down or really damaged and not going to be able to make their way back. What about our top 10 grid there, Ricky? You want to go over our top 10 grid with us?
Yeah. At number 1, we got Dusty Warren. Number 2, we got John Miles. Number 3, we got Hunter C. Fry. Number 4, we got Greg J. Todd. Number 5, we got Matthew Locut. Number 6, we got Josh Duncan. Number 7, we got Ronald Hall. Number 8, we got Ronnie Outlaw. Number 9, Dave Shut. And Nicholas Moody.
Alrighty. That's going to round out your top 10 for the grid. We have a lot of drivers out here tonight and a lot of fans up there in the stands. The pace car is going to come down. As cars are going to start blinking, actually. We're going to follow along with the leader here. Green flag is in the air here at Daytona as we make our way under this 80 laps here at Daytona. Now, be it this being a hosted session, you'll notice a lot of the trucks out there are not going to have numbers lining up to the scoreboard. But we do see the 69 of Miles. That is correct. He is your leader and in the correct number. And take a look at that paint scheme. That's a weird looking paint scheme, but I do not hate that. The number 34, Todd, is going to be right behind him. He's going to be in that 3rd place position. They're slowly going to fall back, but those trucks are going to make 2 lanes coming over here through the tri-oval. And that outside lane here at Daytona, we all know the further outside that you get, and the more trucks you get to that outside lane, the faster that lane will be, rather than that inside lane. We're keeping it pretty clean throughout the field so far here. So we're going to make our way back through the field a little bit with the cameras. Take a look here. They're giving a little bit of separation. It's looking like that might be the suck-up point of that pack. Maybe these guys are holding on to fuel. What do you think, Ricky? Like this in the past, and we've had our personal experiences here at Daytona in the trucks, even with the Dairy themselves here in these hosted sessions. What do you think these drivers are trying to do?
Right now, it looks like everyone's trying to stay in a straight line. More laps, and everyone's going to start pushing to the first.
Quickly. The trucks are very, very loud in my ear, and I'm sure they're very, very loud in everyone else's ears. So we're gonna get those turned down real quick. Don't worry, you're not missing a thing. Alrighty.
So far, very clean racing. Oh, a couple bumps in the first.
There we go. Alright. The audio is fixed up just a little bit. It's not going to be perfect. It might be quiet at some point, but especially when these trucks get here like that, it's going to get pretty loud. Looking back at the field, take a look if you haven't noticed. A big shift throughout. We got cars back here, the 26th position and in 27th position are back here on their own, drafting by themselves. That's the 199 and the number, it's saying 43. Yep, that's the number 43. They're back here drafting by themselves, and then we got a separate pack back here. 28th position is going to be back here with these couple of trucks. Unsure why. I do know from personal experience that when we started this race, we didn't have enough fuel to complete the full 20 lap stages here at Daytona. We had only 17 laps. We had to save, which might be what those guys are doing. They've fallen so far back. They're going 3 wide there in the middle, actually. Hold on. They're going 3 wide back here. What are they doing? And they go back 2 wide. But they're going to go 3 wide again. Don't worry. Their excitement's not over yet. Real quick, just want to take a look at something. Checking. We are good. Perfect. They're still going 3 wide back there. Get back to them. What was I talking about, Ricky? Yeah, the fuel. I know we only had 17 laps of fuel, so maybe they were back there saving fuel. Maybe they went down the pit and they got fuel and we missed it. Who knows? Oh, they're spinning! The 9 and the 2 get together! And it's a big wreck! Giant wreck throughout the field. The big one at Daytona unfolds. You see there's the 13, a Jessman caught in it. Back here, the 45 is still going around, spinning that number 45 Chevrolet Silverado. And these cars in the background have to get through it slowly but surely. Some of them, most of them, damaged. You see the 29 there? He almost looks pristine, but he's very slow out there. The 78 has got a lot of damage all the way around. That 017, though, it looks like they got past it. This looks like the group that was able to get past it undamaged. The number 634 is going to head down the pit road. Unsure what's wrong with it. Oh, he's got some front end damage. He was caught up in that accident. He's going to stop right there, actually. And that is our pace car. Number 9 is down pit road. Back here with this group. 017, we were talking about him a little bit. He's caught up to this group here. Sticking with him. The 119 is in a fight for his life with that Celsius truck. I saw them getting each other a little bit loose. Nationwide, iRacing number 3. I do like that. That looks like a very old classic scheme, and I do like that on there. That number 88, though, look at that one. That was a pretty nice one.
Talking about that wreck, that number 9 car just lost the speed and got very hard and took it out. Caused all that.
An unfortunate night here for the number 9 car. We're going to take a look here. That is the number 822 Menards truck. He got pushed down a little bit, but he's going to head down the pit lane. He's got damage to the front end of that truck, and he's going to head down and get some repairs. He's actually going to stop almost right there on pit lane. You also see that the number, or the 00 of Latham coming down pit lane right now. Number 55 is going to be leaving pit lane. Number 2 is down pit lane. Number 9, as Ricky was mentioning, he's still going to be down pit lane. He's been down pit lane for almost 2 minutes now. He's not going to be returning to the track. And that is also the 11 of LaChance. He's been down pit lane for a while. Returning. Take a look up here, though. This front pack has been absolutely fighting side by side this entire race. Duncan up there in the number 7 Bush Ford F-150. He's been holding that bay. Another Ford teammate. And we actually have the 3 Ford teammates all linked up together up there. So they're going to be fighting it out. Chevys are going to be on the bottom. There's a Toyota also in the mix there somewhere. I think that's the one up high. The number 66 is going to go to the middle lane, and he's going to get pushed 3 wide. He's going to be able to get down and block. And if you notice there, I saw it. Don't think I didn't. There's the number 84. Now, even though he is a little bit damaged, take a look. That is that new Ram truck that iRacing has released. We were able to finally show you on Fearless Broadcasting that truck. Unfortunately, damaged. If you look on the score sheet, any of the icons with the iRacing icon are going to be that Ram truck. So we see the number 54 of Turner. We can find him out there on the grid. Where is he at? Well, we're all the way back here. Oh, hold on. There he is. That's the number 54 Turner. We're going to get up on him, get a camera on him. There he is. He's not damaged. There's one of those beautiful Rams. We saw him a little bit. He's joined that crowd of the 199 in the 43. They're all still linked up back here, trying to make their way back up towards the front of that field. Ricky, what do you think of this race so far? Oh!
Like I told you in the beginning, man, after around 5 more laps beforehand, everyone's going to start pushing.
The 43 spins it on pit road. Hit the number 1 runs straight into him in this contact. The number 1 has a damaged bumper now. Oh, that's unfortunate. That accident happened after a group of cars came down pit road. The 66 34 came down pit road along with some other cars. The number 88 gets a penalty coming out of pit lane. I'm wondering if that was for speeding on pit lane or what, but he has a penalty. He has a black flag, and he is going to have to serve that. Being in 9th place, that is not a position you want to be in.
Ooh, 35 bump 7, exiting the pits, or entering the pits, and got spun out.
Oh. Let's take a look at our pit lane cameras here. This is the situation on pit lane right now during this race. We got a lot of cars coming in on pit lane and a lot of cars leaving on pit lane. A lot of cars with damage down pit lane. Those cars were caught up in that big accident, and they're finally heading down pit lane. You see the number 7 Bush Ford coming out right there. There's the number 34 Todd. Todd's out there in a weird scheme coming down the front stretch. He's all by himself. We got more and more cars coming out of pit lane though.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky race for the amount of fuel that everyone's limited to.
That is correct. That is correct. Coming out of pit lane right now, looks like your leader is going to be the number 46 of Martin, Dusty Martin. He is in the 35 truck. Realistically, though, out there on track. He's got a couple of cars or trucks coming up behind him. He's going to be able to get a couple of drafting partners and hopefully make their way through the field. I'm getting new information, though, through the scoreboard that is not stuck until now. Again, he is back to first. We might have to wait until these stages kind of filter out to see what these results are going to be. With all these cars pitting and everything, it's going to be kind of odd. All these cars are pitting on lap 11 to 12, which makes me think that a lot of these cars are either getting more fuel than they need, or they started with a lot less fuel than we even started with, Ricky. What do you think? Because we were pitting around lap 17, lap about 16 or so.
In the beginning of the race, I was hearing the person running the host it. Everyone's limited to around 11 laps of fuel.
11 laps of fuel. The number 39 of Weisenberg, he's going to be out there in first place, taking that away from Martin. He was able to beat him out of pit road. He came down, pitted, beat him out of pit road. Field right now is very split up. Here we got a little pack back here. That's the number 00. He's back here in 27th position, but he's got a pack of 4 cars behind him. A Ram, a Chevy, a Ford, and what is that? Is that another? What is that?
That is a Ford. 6 is gonna be.
That's a Toyota. The 69.
Oh, 69 is a Toyota.
Yeah, 69 is a Toyota. He's gonna be in 3rd place. So if you notice, 69 is in 3rd place. 00 is in 27th. This lap traffic is going to actually start helping some of these lead lap cars be able to get back to the lead lap people to get up to the leaders. So they're all going to have to kind of lean on each other and use each other to help each other get these positions back. You see right there that truck coming out, that orange truck, 349 Taylor. He's going to be coming out of pit road and rejoining out on track. Back here, you got another little pack. That's the 66 and the 199. They've been running together all night. Oh, he blinked. In reality, it's the 22 of Fry and the 199 of Hayes. The 34 of Todd is right behind him, though. So that 3-truck link up is going to help out. But here comes another 3 trucks behind it. And if these trucks can get to the ones in front, they'll have 6 trucks working together out there on track. And they'll start rocketing through that field pretty quickly. What do you think right here, Ricky? We got a pretty good pack size here. Back here, the number 17 and the 51 are going to be duking it out up here. 17 looks like he's got his nose pretty far up there. But these 2 trucks behind, they're going to want it. This is what I was talking about, a 6-truck link up here on this track while the whole rest of the field is spread out. That's definitely what these drivers want. What do you think, Ricky?
At this point, anyone that's behind the 6th car, they're just trying to look to survive for the stage breaks. Try to catch up, get their lap backs.
The 6th car?
Anyone behind the 6th position.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is right. A lot of these cars are out here. They're not really going to be pushing it. They just want to stick in the draft. You really don't want to be leading the draft here at this point because you're just going to burn up more fuel. If you can stay behind a truck and just catch their draft as you see those couple of trucks doing, you're going to have a lot better of a time. It looks like they're going to go to the high side and leave that Menards truck out. That's the 822 of Simmons. They're going to leave him out to dry on the bottom. Going 3 wide. Oh, and the 35 wrecks! Oh, and he almost goes up on his roof. The 35 is going to come back down on his wheels, though, and is going to go down on the apron. The 15 is stuck against the wall. He's going to come down the track and get on the apron of the track as well. Of course, we are not going to have any yellows until all stages are completed of this race. Unfortunate for them, they were running pretty good out there, but now they're going to have damage. Again, these drivers do have 4 fast repairs out there, but 4 goes by pretty quickly with only 80 laps here at Daytona. Ricky, what are temperatures looking like out there on the track? It looks like a beautiful night out here in Daytona. No rain, not a single cloud in sight, and it's looking pretty nice.
The track temp has increased by 3 degrees, so it's at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I think it's going to keep it cool for the nice Daytona weather.
It's pretty rare here in Daytona, and pretty rare for at least Florida. The weather in Florida just never likes to cooperate. We saw at Sebring, I think, this weekend. Wasn't there a little bit of rain?
I think there was a little drizzle, but it wasn't too bad.
Thankfully, if you guys are planning on running Sebring this weekend, I know the first time slot has opened up today, but if you are planning on running any more Sebring events this weekend, it's looking like you aren't going to have any chances of rain, thankfully. So take that to your advantage and use it wisely. Real quick, as we work our way through these... Oh, well, we can wait. I was going to do the ad, but we're about here to the stage. We're on lap 19 out of 80. Caution is out, and that is stage 1.
Real quick, and then tell me what you got.
What an impressive first stage here by these drivers. Weisenberg in that number 39 truck. He is going to take your first stage win. They're still calling the number 46 of Martin the winner. There we go. The number 39 Weisenberg is going to be stage 1 winner. What do you think of that first stage, Ricky?
Very dangerous. A little bit less than half the track has been taken out and left the race.
Yeah, as you can see, the number 38th position is where it starts going off. The number 38 is down 16 laps. That is Robert. Chris Titus is out of this race. Cody LaChance, Kevin LaChance, Joshua Fracker, Joe Wooer, David Atwood, Donald Stewart, Blaise Lathrop, Josh Duncan, 2. They are going to be out of this race. Michael Wilder also out of this race. Ricky Kim you were never in this race, so we're not going to count him. Alrighty, but as the cars are going to come down to pit road, maybe to get some tires, get some fuel, we're going to hear from our sponsor, Premier Racing Setups.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Alrighty, welcome back to Daytona. Here in the Dare hosted series. Dare, Dirty Air Racing Experience. I know they're going to be running some truck races here coming up in their actual league. Make sure you join the league and take part in those races. It's going to be pretty nice racing out there. The guys over there seem to be very good at racing. A lot of experience between all of them. Seems like a very mature crowd of racers. Take a look here. We see all the trucks coming down pit lane. 35 is going to slide it a little bit through his pit box. I saw that. Don't think I didn't see that. You see the orange truck back there. He's against the wall. Some trucks staying out, getting their laps back. 39 is going to beat everyone off of oh my goodness, pit road. The number 39 beats everybody off of pit road and is going to retain the first position. That's impressive. A 28-second stop. A lot of these drivers having a 28-second stop here on pit road. You see the remainder of pit road coming off right now. Take a look here. There's the number 39. A lot of these cars coming out to the outside. They're going to get their laps back again. At the beginning, I said that during these stages, cars are allowed to get their laps back here. For the hosted. So they're going to be making their laps on the outside, making sure they get them back. Ricky, what do you think? What do you think of Daytona as a track? What is your favorite track on the NASCAR calendar of any era? It could be any track at all. Any track, NASCAR.
Everybody knows, gotta love Talladega.
Talladega is one of my favorites as well. Daytona, super speedway racing is what I like.
If you want more of a medium-sized track, I do love Las Vegas.
Las
Especially
Vegas.
the trucks.
I can't complain at Las Vegas. I have a lot of second places there. Never any victories. But second place.
I got a lot of victories, Goose.
Yeah. Got a couple more trucks coming down pit lane. That yellow truck. More coming down pit lane. I know that's the 34 coming down. Number 24 is going to be leading the crowd around. Finally, he is going to get the wave around the pace car and is going to make his way around. Number 39, Weisenberg, is going to get lined up. Trucks are going to get lined up. The pace car lights are off. This next lap, they're going to be going around. And they're going to be going pretty fast. Few of the trucks are going to be running down on the apron. They've got to be careful in case rubber buildup starts to accumulate down there on the apron. Again, I always mention this in my live streams. iRacing's newest update, the rubber and the wear of the tires do affect you a lot more now in this update. They'll stick to your tires on these cooldown laps, and they'll make them really, really sticky. So these drivers are going to have to be really careful, especially starting on the cold tires. I know it's Daytona. I know you can flat out it, but you still got to be careful. We all saw Cletus McFarlane at Daytona this year. Let's not pull a Cletus. Love you, Cletus.
Looks like they already did it in lap 10.
Yeah, that is true. If you guys didn't know, the other day, Cletus put up a session. I was able to get in there and race around with him. It was well, I was too scared to talk to him, but it was a cool experience.
How'd that race go for you, Goose?
Well, it wasn't a race, it was a practice. He's getting ready for Rockingham.
Tough track.
Take a look at that line of cars out there. The pace car's off. The drivers are trying to get formed up here.
Green flag.
Green flag is out here at Daytona. The number 39 is going to absolutely rocket off from the field. The number 35 in hot pursuit. 69 is going to be on the outside, followed up by the, what is that, the 66, I believe. That is the 66. He's going to dive down to the inside. The 69 is going to be left out there to the outside to dry. He's going to blink. He's going to blink a lot. Unfortunately, we're going to get all the way back here. Cars crashed on the back. The 89 of Lavelle, he's around. I just dropped my stuff on the floor. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay. Number 39's around. Maybe the 88 involved in it. He might just be slow around there. 349, though, I think was also involved in it. The number 3 is running by himself. The number 17 is running by himself. And here come the front pack of cars. There's that number 39. Fierce fighting up here in the front that we missed. Thank you, blinking cars. Let's get a better camera view of this. There you go. We're going the wrong way.
So far on the restart, everyone's keeping it clean, going too wide.
Well, how about it, Ricky? Take it from here. Go ahead, man.
So far, everyone's keeping it too wide. Everyone's pushing. I would say give it another 5 more laps, and then everyone's gonna start pushing for the first. 39 and 22. Oh, 51 spun out right now. Oh,
He's coming back up the track.
he saved it. He's still in it. Oh, got out the way of the other cars.
Oh, and they're wrecking. They're wrecking out of turn 4. A lot of cars, or a lot of trucks involved. Let's see if we can get back to that.
A lot of quick.
I am currently trying to get back to the incident that happened in turn 4. I am not able to get back to that incident, unfortunately, in turn 4. The big crash back there in turn 4. Oh my goodness. Again, we're not going to be playing any crashes until cautions are going to be thrown. And the cautions will be thrown after all stages are complete here.
Getting high, and it started like pulling into the 78 had bumped him, flipped his rear end. Oh no.
Oof. Sad time for them. Hopefully they still got some fast repairs and are able to still remain out here in the race. Weisenberg in the 39 has fallen off. He's back in 6th place. The 46 in Martin. He's back there, up there in the lead. He fought his way back up, and he's on that outside line, making it work. Miles in the 69 right behind him. 60, Moody. 22 of Fry moves up to 4th position. He's down 1 position from the start of this race. 60 is up 70 position, or not 70, sorry, 7 positions. Martin and Miles, they haven't moved since the start of this now. They are in their rightful spots where they started this race. And this front pack is absolutely racing hard out here.
Justin Barnes keeping the lead. John Miles, Nicholas Moody, Justin Barnes, top 3.
Take a look at something. Alright, we are good. Take a look at the leader. There's the 69 of Miles. He can now say that he did lead a little bit of this race. On that high line, they're going to make it work.
46 car, taking the inside. 60 is trying to push 69 as much as he can, but it looks like he's not going to get enough speed.
We're going to start making our way back through the field as the cars are coming around here. Halfway to go until the 2nd stage. A lot of these cars are running around by themselves. The 29 Kleba. Front end's kind of destroyed on that. 3 is running all by himself. A few of these cars are running just in a lot of duos or by themselves down pit lane. You got the number 24. That's Carter. He's been down there for a couple minutes. He's not going to come back, I don't think. A lot of duos out here. The number 45 is going to spin it, almost come back up the track. Interesting to see. Would be interesting to see what happened there. I do see that the number 40 is Stewart. He has a little bit of damage on the front end. And then we get back up to the front pack here. This front pack has been absolutely battling it out. They're all over each other. You can see them starting to get a little wavy there. That's them all trying to just stick with each other. They don't want to give any inch, but they all want to try and lock bumpers. And when you do that, you're going to bump each other around a lot. Ricky, let them know how hard it actually is to bump on Daytona, because I don't think a lot of people understand how hard it can be if you've never done this before.
Me personally, start bumping him into where the license plate usually is and just keep it straight. I'm very surprised that a lot of people do not know that concept.
It's really simple, but when you're in it, a lot of those people, they move around. It gets really stressful, and you got to be smart when you do it. It takes a certain skill to do it, but it's not hard. But for the people who've never done it, it's definitely not as boring as you think it is. You gotta understand, these machines are out there going around 170, 180, and you're all around each other like that. They're gonna get loose, and they're gonna go into the wall, they're gonna spin it around. That's a lot of contact. The number 54, the 35, what was that? The 85. And they're going to call Turner an outlaw down to the pits. They got meatballs. You see the 35's tire wobbling there. He's going to remain up on the racetrack, running that low side. Hunt's going to get by. Andre's also going to get by. Turner is still out there. He's going to run it down pit lane. Andrade. Andrade. Also heading down pit lane. He spins it on pit lane! And he's backwards on pit lane. Oh my goodness, no! The rest of the trucks are going to do good and avoid it. He's going to pull a J-hook. Clean J-hook to recover. And he's going to get it back down pit lane. Last on pit lane. And they're going to start cycling in for pits, actually. Take a look at it.
Speaking about bump draft, the one thing you gotta be cautious about when you're behind the leading car is your water temps.
That is very true. That is very true. Moody's down pit lane. A lot of trucks on pit lane right now. All the leaders are on pit lane. And they're going to race out of pit lane really, really fast. Miles retains first position for now. But he's got an issue. He's got that... What is that? That WeatherTech? He's got that WeatherTech truck right behind him, that number 97. And the 35 is right behind him. If they all stick together, they could make a pretty good drafting pack. But it depends. Are they going to work together? Or are they going to try and beat each other up? They might try and get into each other and take each other, well, not take each other out. They might say, hey, I want the lead, you know?
Well, the best thing when you're doing a pack like that, you gotta alternate because, like I said, the water temps do get hot pretty fast.
That is very, very true. Let's take a look through the field here, other than the leaders. There's number 17 of Marstein. He's running all by himself. That's the front group again. They're looking like the most exciting group out there on track right now.
Hey Goose, do you know if there's any teammates in here?
If I believe, I'm pretty sure Lavelle might be a teammate. I'm not too sure. Other than that, I do not know of any teammates that are out here tonight. So, it's just a lot of dudes being a lot of dudes out here. That number 53 out there, take a look at him. That's Hunt. He's out there by himself, and he's got a pack of sharks coming up right behind him. And they're coming pretty quick. That's the number 54 Ram truck, followed up by the number 9, and the number 85 of Beach. You know who really likes that Ram truck? Joshua. Shout out Joshua.
Shout out Joshua.
Ah! All right, look at that. They're coming around him. Oh yeah. What is that paint job? Emily Scott. Take a look back there. I just saw that. Look. There's the number 29. That's your third pack out there, it looks like. Number 29 is going to be leading that pack, followed by the number 2 of Hall. Look at that Bass Pro Shops tracker. American flag, America paint scheme. And number 78, and my personal favorite alcoholic beverage. Remember, children, do not drink alcohol and only drink responsibly if you are 21. But my favorite alcoholic beverage out there, Coors Light. I do prefer a Coors Banquet in the little glass bottles, though, because, you know, cowboys. And then you got the Bud truck, the 42. What do you prefer?
Drink would be a Modelo.
Modelo. Remember,
Modelo
drink responsibly.
time.
Drink responsibly. There's Lightning McQueen out there. That's the number 91, a.k.a. the number 40 of Stewart. He's got a little bit of damage to that front end. He's going to be followed up by the number 51. That is going to be Karmer. And number 35, that's Outlaw. Russell Marine Products, I believe. Fishing. I enjoy fishing. You enjoy fishing, Ricky?
Oh yeah, I could always go for a cast.
What's your favorite fish to catch?
Man, I mean, I live in Texas, so the most common thing around me is usually around catfish. Hardhead.
Funny enough, here in Central Illinois, we have a goodish amount of variety of fish. But personally, my favorite fish to ever catch it's always been catfish. I've always loved a good catfish fight. Second coming up would be bass. But if you guys know, white striper hybrids, those are pretty fun fish to catch as well. You can catch those sometimes with catfishing, I learned. Here we are back at this front pack though, enough of the fishing. Number 35 is going to be
23 and 46 has pushed Miles and John back in third and fourth.
number 46 of Martin. He's actually the number 35 out there. He's going to be in first place. Take a look there. The 39, though, that's Weisenberg. He's coming back with a vengeance. And also the 69 of Miles.
Oh,
He's
22
up there.
spun out, hitting the wall. Hunter Fry.
See the 60
Grass.
There's that spin. We will do a little bit of a replay
Caution
of that, I
somewhere.
guess. And that is also going to
There's
be
our
your
second
stage break.
stage.
Perfect. Alright, let's make sure we're good and live. Perfect. We'll head back to the leader. And that was Martin, I believe, that won that stage, correct?
Yes.
Number 46, aka 35, if you look at his car. But the number 46 of Martin is going to take home your stage 2 win. Ricky, you been keeping track of the stage winners here?
The leader on the second stage, it was, let me give you 1 second.
Weisenberg, I believe.
It was Dusty Martin.
Dusty Martin. Oh, yeah, Dusty Martin. Sorry. So that would mean he won both stages. If I'm correct, right, Ricky?
I think you are, Goose. Think you are.
Yep. Martin is absolutely wiping it out there with the competition. Take a look here. We're heading down pit lane. I don't know why we're on such a weird pit lane camera. There we are. Take a look at it. Cycle back and see if we can find a different one. We cannot find a different pit lane camera for some reason. Okay. That is fine. There we go. So the cars will start
Looks like John
filtering around
Miles.
here.
John Miles overshot the pit.
It's a good old Daytona pit lane filter here. Cars are going to filter out onto track. I'm going to figure out how my button box works better. And there we go. Or the buttons just are not cooperating with me tonight. They're doing something weird. Weisenberg, he is going to come out of the pits and continue in first position. He's going to be leading this race around. He has led this race around a few times tonight, so I'm not surprised to see him up there. Ricky, tell us about this race a little bit, how it's been going on. Give us a summary for the people just tuning in here, here on Fearless.
So far, it's been a pretty clean race, except a couple crashes. Around lap 9 to 10, there was a big wreck that took about half the field off the track. And then second break, and that's where we are right now. So far, so clean. But that's Daytona for you.
Also want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Premier Racing Setups. Also want to give a huge shout out to Puffy Swag Shop. I just reordered my race shirts through them because I was dumb and ordered the wrong size. But I have the right size now, and I'm happy to note that the shirts are very, very good quality. Very good quality products from Puffy. He's actually puts out really good products. Can be a little bit expensive. There's the 3 stopped on the back straight for some reason. That's okay though. He's probably waiting for the field to go by. Also like to give a sponsor shout out to Juicy Spider. You can thank him for the intro music at the beginning for the stream start. He was able to provide that music with me before the stream tonight, so I want to give a huge shout out to them. Thank you guys for that, and thank you guys for all that you do for Fearless Broadcasting with the graphics and everything that you guys do. And also a huge shout out to all of our other sponsors. There's so many of you, and we're thankful for all of you. There's just so many of you that we can't go through all of them. Ricky, what sponsors do you want to give a shout out to? I know you know some more that I can't name right now.
Like I said, there's too many to mention at the moment, but huge shout out to Premier.
Flags out here at Daytona. Ricky, we're going to have you call the next start. That's what we're going to do. Weisenberg going that 39 machine. He's going to be in first place. He kept it. Good start from him. That number 97 truck, he's going to be coming up fast though. And that outside lane is starting to gain some traction. They're starting to get the cars to be able to get it to work down the back straightaway. Are they going to be able to hold on through the corner though? That's going to be hard to say. It's another question. That front pack is going to be absolutely obliterating the field. Here you see that the second pack, unfortunately, has started to roll up. 4 link up here, and then 4 cars in front. Pretty soon, or 5 cars in front, sorry. 5 cars in front. They'll be able to link up pretty soon. That front pack, though, it's going to be going 3 wide towards the back. They're all fighting to gain a position right now to be able to hold on to and remain in. They want to stay in those positions and be able to stay towards the front during these restarts. If you lose the draft here at Daytona, it's very, very hard to be able to get back up there. So it's going to be pretty wild to see what these cars do. Take a look at Outlaw there. We're going to go and ride on board with him real quick and see what he sees from his view from being 3 wide. That is not Outlaw. That is... There's Outlaw. Outlaw is 3 wide in the middle right now. That number 42 truck has moved out from under him. There's probably another truck down there that we don't see. Yep, there he is. Truck 2 is probably still to his outside as well, judging by how he's holding it. A lot of bumping.
They're going 3 wide on turn 4.
Oh, and they wreck!
Oh, there's it.
Oh, and he goes over almost. And they're still together. And that was Outlaw. We were riding on board for that footage. Good job, Outlaw, for holding on to that unfortunate damage. as they're going to lose the lead pack. Let's get up here and ride along with someone else in the lead pack. Right along with that Budweiser truck. That is the number 42 of Brown. He's been out here for a while now up here. We saw him passing on the bottom. He's still making his way on that bottom side. That outside line, they're a little bit faster though. Let's take a look up there at the number 78. This is the Bass Tracker machine. He's going to push it 3 wide on the outside, and he's hoping for people to follow along with him. They're going to try and smush him up there though. That blue Chevrolet truck. That's the number 75 of Should, I believe. I promise I didn't say the bad word. I said shut. Either way, he's going to try and move up and block George here. George is going to get into the wall a little bit. That's going to slow down that speed. That Burger King and Mountain Dew number 15
We're going 3 wide
truck.
for the lead.
They're holding on to it. 3 wide for the lead up ahead of George here. And here he comes. He's going to give Todd the bump. There's that 69 truck on the inside there. He's in the wall. That number 78 truck up there of George, he is the guy that we've been looking at. They've got those 2 trucks hooked up on that 3rd line, very high line. They're trying to get 3 wide for the lead. They just cannot get it to stick just yet. You're going to see they're going to start running into lap traffic, man. What's up?
In the top 9, there is 8 Chevys, your favorite car brand.
Oh, man. No. Yeah, if you look out there at the top 20 board, there are not a lot of Fords out there. There's one Ford in the top 20. You see a lot of Rams. I see a handful of a couple Toyotas, and I see a whole lot of Chevy, which is my least favorite brand, if you were wondering. Guys, singled back out. It looks like those 2 outside lines, they've really dwindled, and they weren't able to hold on to it. They're definitely not too strong on those outside lanes. They're going to get some of those strong contenders back up there, and they're going to get those outside lanes to start working. The inside lane, on the other hand, that one's been working. You got a lot of the strong top drivers down there just making it work, and they're absolutely pulling on it. 97 in second place, 39 of Weisenberg. He's still going to be leading your race. He's up 11 positions since the start of this race as well. So a valiant effort from him all race, and he has been holding it and going with it. Here we go, though. Coming through the tri-oval, it looks like these trucks are going to start fanning out. They're going to get those lanes start working again. That middle lane is going to absolutely start getting more trucks to it. They're going to start getting faster. And that top lane, that number 78, that's George. We took a look on his onboard cam and watched him a little bit. He's up there on the very top lane, that 3rd lane, trying to get it to work, desperately wanting a trucks to get up there with him, saying, hey, if you come up here with me, you're going to be the faster one. But I just don't think they have enough trucks to be able to run a 3rd line here. I think it's a 2-lane road from this one, unless they can even out the lanes more. And 78 realizes that he's going to pull back down into that 2nd lane. He's going to be in that middle lane.
Almost for the entire 2nd stage, Mike Weisberg has leading the race.
This is the 3rd stage.
I said after 2nd stage.
Oh, gotcha. I know Weisenberg has been doing really, really good. He's been able to hold on to the lead. I'm not too sure if they just haven't been that aggressive up front. And I say that, and he's lost the lead. He goes to the top. I think he might have ran out of fuel, to be honest, or something. He might be trying to save fuel, but that's going to put the number 60 of Moody, a.k.a. the number 97 truck, up there in 1st place position. But that outside lane is working. There goes the 54, the Ram truck. He's going to take it. That's Turner up there. He's going to take 1st place away, and he's going to dive down there and block off Moody. So that's going to give that outside lane, the next guy up there, there's another chance. That's going to be 34 of Todd. Todd's going to take that lead away. Can they hold it on the outside, though, with 3 trucks up there linked up in that top lane? I'm thinking that top lane is going to start falling off. That inside lane has just got too much to it. It's too strong. 34 is going to swing down. He's going to take the lead away. That 3 car is going to run to the apron. They're going to get a little bit loose through the corner. A lot of bumping. They're going to start getting pretty aggressive. They're saying, hey, you took that lead away. It's not going to be easy. The number 75 is going to fall out of line. They're all going to fall out of line. 34 locks its brakes up a little bit. And oh no, the Mountain Dew truck crashes. I can't get a good camera angle of it, but the Mountain Dew truck crashed. No. There's the Mountain Dew truck. The number 15 spun it all the way up the track and hit the outside wall. But he's going to make his way down pit lane. He's going to be the big loser of this pit cycle. A lot of trucks actually came down the pit. A lot of the leaders and everything. But that's going to put the number 5 on Miles. He's going to be your new leader. There's the number 5 of Miles. The number 1 is going to be right behind him. We haven't seen too much from these guys. That's Smith on the outside. Miles is slow. I think he might just be limping that truck back to the pits. He might be out of fuel. So Smith and then number 1 will take your lead away. But that ain't going to be for long as he heads down pit road as well. You also see the number 53 of Hunt joining him. Also the number 3 of Wilson. Number 5 is going to beat him to pit road. Got a few packs out here racing on their lonesome. Here's a pretty big pack up here. These used to be, or not used to be, that's the 83, another WeatherTech truck out there. There you see the number 69 of Miles. He's kind of filtered back here with that number 9 and that 51. The number 9 was actually able to get back out here. I know Ricky talked about him earlier in the race. He's back out there on track, Ricky. Number 1 of Smith is going to be your leader. He's coming out of pit lane right now, but oh, unfortunate. Here comes a small pack of 4 trucks, and they're going to take your lead away. Turner, the number 54, back in the lead with the 75, the 35, and the number 97. All have been leaders of this race, and all 4 are linked up on this racetrack. A very dangerous combination to all these other drivers out there, but could also end up being a pretty deadly combination to each other, depending on if they hit each other or not. What do you think, Ricky?
Man, I think everyone's just trying to survive at this point. Next stage break is going to be in 5 laps.
We do not have long until the next stage break. After lap 80, after this last stage, cautions will be enabled. So, with the crashes that we've been seeing, we could start seeing a lot more cautions, and this race might start going on. More opportunities to save fuel, but also more opportunities to burn up fuel. We'll just have to see how it goes. The leaders are going to have an issue coming up pretty soon here. They've got a pack of 5 cars coming. They're coming up pretty quick, and they got to determine, is that pack going to be passing us fast enough to pass us, or are they going to kind of fall in line? But as you see back there, they're kind of getting out of line themselves. Not too sure what's happening back there. But we're going to ride on board with the number 75 truck here for his battle for first place.
So far in this race, I would say hold your line and watch out for everybody else.
Caution's out. Hey man, your mic sounds like it's a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
That is going to be your last and final stage. Who's the winner of that one, Ricky?
Gary Turner.
Gary Turner.
Oh, sorry. Must have been Dave Shutt.
I'm not too sure who won that one. I don't think it was Shutt. I wasn't watching. Let's pull up the replay here real quick just for myself. I'm sure you guys saw it, but let me double check and real quick look back real quick.
So far, it's been an adrenaline-filled race.
Alrighty, yep, it was Shutt. Shutt was the winner of the stage. So Martin, which is in that second, he's in that second position. He's gonna be the winner of both of the first stages. And Shutt will be stage 3 winner. And Shutt is going to race back out off of pit road to rejoin the track. That was the... oh my goodness, Shutt's going to run through the grass. I'm not too sure if he meant to do that or if that was a mistake, but that's one way to get back on track. The rest of the field's going to start catching up here. Now again, that was the final stage of the race. So now it is all down to who wins this race. They've got 20 laps to prove why they need to be the winner. And the way to prove it is drive that truck to the front of the field and keep it up there. Who do you think is going to win it? We've got some pretty big ones that are up there. Shutt, of course, winning the last stage. I think he's got a pretty good chance of taking this home. But you got to take a look there. Turner has led a lot of laps. He's a pretty good blocker. I think he has a chance of winning this as well. And Martin in that number 35 truck, also, he's supposed to be 35, but he is the number 46. I think he's got a pretty good chance of winning it as well. He's been leading this race a good bit, so definitely a shot there. What do you think, Ricky?
I'm definitely keeping my eye on Gary Turner. He was keeping the lead on the third stage. So far, Shutt has been pretty aggressive, holding the lead.
Oh, Shutt's going to pull it off the track. Shutt's got a black flag. Oh, no. Shutt has got a black flag from what we can only presume is running through the grass coming out of pit lane. I'm thinking that's what that black flag had to be for. And here we go.
Looks like Gary Turner did. That's where my bet's on.
Gary Turner is going to be leading the way around the racetrack right now. We're going to grab a good camera. Pace car lights are off. We're on the back straightaway. Ricky is going to call the start of this race as we're going to start making our way down. Take it away here, Ricky. Tell the viewers.
So far, we're about to go green. We're gonna see who's gonna do good. We have Chevy, Dodge, Toyota, 2, 3, 4 Chevys behind the Toyota, followed by another Toyota, another Chevy, and one more Toyota. No Fords here, Goose. What do you feel about that?
Well, there's a Ford there in the 12th position. That's going to be Cleaver. The 54 Ram is going to be leading your race around, so it's actually a Ram, a Toyota, and then the Chevys.
Oh, sorry, my overlays hasn't updated.
Yeah.
Apologies for that.
It's going to be kind of interesting here to see how they're going to do it with these cautions now coming up. Not too sure what these guys are going to think of it. The pace car's off. Take it away, Ricky.
Go green here.
Green flag.
Decent start.
Green flag is out here at Daytona.
Keeping it clean, 2 wide. Gary Turner is holding the lead in that Dodge Ram truck.
85 is getting a little bit squirrely. There's the 78. That 78 has been trying to get that outside, the most outside lane working this entire time. And it looks like he's finally got some help. That inside lane has more trucks as of right now, so it's stronger. But if they can just hold on to the outside for a little bit longer, I'm thinking that they might have a shot at this. Going 3 wide back there.
With that 199 on the outside lane falling back. Dusty Martin is pushing for the lead. Took it so cool from the outside as well. Cutting back on the inside, right in front of Gary Turner. Very wide in the back. We're only on lap 64. We got a couple laps left. Long race ahead. Looks like that outside lane is falling back a lot, Goose, isn't there?
Yeah, it's looking like that outside lane just cannot seem to get it hooked up. They've got people in the middle. They got people on the outside. They got people all the way around. Running 3 wide back there is definitely not going to help their situation. I saw him getting a really loose back there. This 3 wide racing back there is not going to be good. That number 39, Weisenberg, take a look at him. He's back to 3 wide. The 2 lanes, 2 groups together, they're all 3 wide. But again, they're getting really, really loose. Into the back of the 00.
Oh!
The 39 spins him around.
Caution, caution.
And they're going to
Fuck is the
scatter.
goddamn caution for?
Oh,
As soon
the
as I was
9,
about to say,
39,
everyone
the
knows the
double
cautions
zero.
are gonna be
Looks
out.
like
I have no idea what's going
the
on.
number 53 of Hunt's
Alright.
also in it. And the number 9's in the wall. 00 is going to get it back around. Miles in that number 5. He's also going to be caught in it. That is unfortunate. Caution is going to come out. It's just 3 wide racing at Daytona. Martin in the number 35 car. He's going to be able to get back up there. That's why. I was getting them confused. I was thinking 39 and 35. I got them mixed up. Yes, Martin, your stage 1 and stage 2 winner. He's going to be leading this race around coming to the restart. I think he's set up to be in a pretty good position, especially with the people in the back of the field taking each other out.
Yeah, it looks like as long as you're top 10, you're going to
Oh,
be safe.
they're going to get a little salty here under caution. Now remember, this is a hosted race, so there are people that aren't in the league. It's anyone's race. There were restrictions for this race. A, B, and C could join this race. I don't think there was a minimum I rating requirement, though. So
Yeah, we have people range from around 1,000 I rating up to close to 3K.
what's the lowest I rating out there?
As of right now, it looks like 1,000 I rating. Don't know the specific number, but around 1,000.
1,000 I rating is going to be your lowest one out there. What's the strength of field for this session here, if you can see that?
SOF is 1.7K.
1.7K strength of field out there. Definitely nothing to glock at. Take a look at that. Leaders are going to be heading down pit road. 35 is going to be heading down there. Moody is going to stay out, so he will be taking the lead. These guys are going to come down and get their gas early. Again, 20 laps. We know these guys usually pit around lap 12, lap 11. And so I think they're coming down to get their fuel early.
Ooh, that's going to be a tricky play there because everyone's going to have to pit one more time for the end. I think everyone's going to be betting on one more yellow.
You never know. I'm thinking the guys who stayed out, which is going to be your top. It's looking about like your top 16 to 18 now. Okay, we just keep falling down the line now. Oh, actually, sorry. Your top 6. Your top 6 did not pit. So I'm thinking either they're going to hope for some cautions, or I don't know. I don't know what the logic behind not pitting there is. Maybe they have enough to make it away. Maybe they were the odd ones throughout all those pit cycles to be able to save enough of everything to be able to make it. Who knows? But the number 97, that's Moody. He's supposed to be in the number 60. He's going to be leading your race around. Up here in the broadcast booth, we usually just have to go off of what is on the car. That is generally what I do. I'll go off of whatever number is on the car. I generally do not go off of the score sheet here, which maybe you should do the opposite. I don't know. I don't care. It's how I do it. And this is my show. What do you think, Ricky? Ricky.
I'm just trying to stick with the same guards, same numbers on my overlay, and then the same numbers on my overlays, same numbers on the car. Sorry about that, my mic got disconnected.
It could be one of those situations that you do run into when you use trading paints, especially if you, for those guys that live stream the officials and they'll live stream, host it. Because the trading paints does not like to line up with overlays, so I guess maybe not a trading paints. Well, it is a trading paints issue because it was showing iRacing as well. So it's just an issue that they have.
Like they're doing that the pro paint, so they're trying to use that custom number. I guess it's not registering on them.
Pace car lights are off. We're gonna be going around real fast the next time here. Number 15 is going to check up, and the number 35 is going to run directly into the back of him.
That might have been a smart play, actually, pitting there, because it looks like after these cautions, they might have enough fuel just to finish the race.
The 54 is going to be one of the final cars back there, or one of the first cars back there that did pit coming around off this caution. But is that going to help him? Is that going to halt him? Did he just give up the lead for nothing? We're going to find out. I'm thinking it might have been a smart play from him. I'm thinking the guys that did not pit are probably thinking to themselves, ooh, maybe I should have pit because a lot of people pit. At number 60 of Moody, the number 97 out there, that truck, WeatherTech, he's going to be leading your race off this restart. Bring it around.
We can have a green, white, yellow. Green.
You mean a green...
green, white, checkered, sorry.
No, I hope we don't have a green, white, checkered. I'm hoping we have a green flag all the way to the end. Pace car's off. As they're going to get formed up. That back row is not really formed up on that
Green
outside.
flag.
There they go, though. Green flag drops here at Daytona, hopefully for the final time. And the outside lane is actually going to get the jump. The number 15 and the number 1 truck, they're going to have to work together. And they've got the jump. But the trucks behind, they need to get to them to make sure that outside line keeps going. Here, going through the corner here, they're going to start falling off. That 97, that 85, and that 75 are working. Here comes Turner in the 54. He's going to help out in that 78 Tracker. He's down there, and he's going to help out. 75 kind of jumps out of line there, but that outside lane has really got those trucks moving now. Smith in that number 1 is going to be taking your lead away. And both trucks, the 15 and the 1, they're going to shoot down there to the inside together. That is the 13. Sorry, 13. It looks like a 15. One is going to be able to hold on to the lead of this. But here comes that outside lane. That's the problem with the outside lane. Once you jump down, you know, it's hard. And you could block the middle lane. You could choose to stay in the middle lane and block it. But they're just going to make that other outside lane go pretty wide on you here at Daytona. Because eventually, you're going to start going pretty slow for them. That 35 of Martin, Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner. Take a look at him. He's out front right now. In the Robin Hood truck, the number 52, that's Andrade. We haven't really talked about him much. 111 is right behind him, I think. No, that's the one. Sorry. The one, or another one. There's 2 1s out there. Holy. Either way, the yellow truck, he's going to be right behind him. The Harley Davidson, number 1.
So far, they're probably going to keep it clean in line for our next couple of laps, and then probably around lap
Robin Hood
5.
truck, Andrade, he is going to take the lead away, and he's running with it. Lap 71 out of 80. Less than 10 laps remain here out of the 80 laps of Daytona.
And but the thing about Daytona and these speedways, it's a little dangerous to be in the lead on the last couple of laps.
It definitely is. After running this, you get so fatigued sitting in that chair, especially sitting in the racing simulator the entire time, that it just, sometimes, you just stop caring as much. They're going to go 3 wide back there. The 78, he always finds his way up there into the 3rd lane. I don't know why. He really likes to run the outside. Me personally here at Daytona, I like to run inside. The Harley Davidson, Bergeson, that's the number 23. He's going to take your lead away. That number 42 Bud truck is right behind him. They're getting really, really loose back there. Don't think I don't see that. That outside lane is slowly but surely losing truck after truck after truck. And it's getting a little bit harder and harder to get up there. It's really where Daytona and super speedways comes down to is what position are you in on what lane. And that outside lane, it's really, really fallen off. The number 35 is going to be leading your outside lane. There's 2 35s. That's going to be the 35 of Outlaw. The 35 of Martin, that number 46 car in theory, he's up there in 4th place. He's still trying to fight his way back up there. They're going to have to do something, though. Kramer in that 51 truck, he's trying. Yeah, we have a lot of new trucks up there. That 42 we've seen up there a few times. We've seen him towards the front, never up front. They're going to get a little bit loose coming off the corner there. And they're going to... Oh, no, they're not going to get loose. They're going to come down pit lane.
These are the people that did not pit in the last yellow.
Unfortunately, that yellow is not seeming to come out. And they're running out of fuel. They're going to have to pit. So all the cars that did pit during that yellow, they're going to be pretty safe to get through this. It's going to be pretty interesting to see if Bergston is going to have the gas. The 119 gets loose and he shoots down all the way on the apron. He'll keep it safe and he'll come back up. Yeah, the 199, sorry. The 199 shot it down low. He kept it straight and rejoined back up on track, safe and sound. Not losing too many positions, it didn't look like. That's about the safest and best way that could have gone. More cars are going to come down the pit. Bergson's still going to be leading the race, followed by Brown, Andrade, Martin, Kramer, Outlaw, Turner, Lavelle, Stewart, and Haynes. They're fighting their way. Lap 35 out of 80. We're coming to a close here soon at Daytona. We're going to keep fighting our way. That outside lane is just trying to get more and more trucks to be able to help out, but they just do not have the following of trucks. The 35 of Outlaw, he's going to keep trying.
Man, that 23 car has been in the
really
lead a little bit too much, man. I don't know how much fuel he's been burning, but might be able to finish the race here.
He might be able to get it. None too sure. He's been one of the underdogs of the day. Haven't seen too much of him. Here we're going to have to start coming up to lap traffic, though. It's going to be interesting how this lap traffic goes. That's the number 5 of Miles. He's out there running 25th position. He's going to run it high. He's going to let the leaders pass.
That gray 51 Toyota car, love the paint scheme on it.
That's going to be Kramer out there. Coming up on more lap traffic, the number 35, the 199 is going to head down the pit. Bergson still holding on to this lead. That outside lane is just holding tight. They're not really moving too much. Not really moving forward, not really moving back. They're going to go underneath this lap car, though. The lap car is going to cause a little bit of issue, but they're going to get by.
Lap 77. Gonna be a close one, Goose. I think it's all about a fuel game at this point.
It might be a fuel game. It might be close. I do see that they're really fighting back there. It's looking like that number 23 of Bergson is having no issues whatsoever. There's the 78 of George. He's out there on his own. Something happened to him during the race. Not enough to cause a caution, but maybe getting a little bit out of whack. Especially what this front pack's doing right now. They're also getting out of whack a little bit. Moving around a lot. And they spin! The 83 goes around! The 51 is around!
I don't think that's enough for a yellow.
The 83 goes across the track. He's down in the grass. The caution is out on lap 78 out of 80. 51 of Kramer is going to have to go down pit lane as he has a meatball. You see his truck is shaking there. Most of that damage is going to be on the passenger side. You see the sparks flying out from underneath of his truck.
I think the leading laps was praying for this yellow to come out because I know they're running very low on fuel.
Let's see if we can pull that up here. Rewind it just a bit here. Okay, I just clicked the wrong button. Whoopsie. Alright, we're going to come back around here. Rewind it up a bit.
It's anybody's game on the restart. Green, white, checkered like I told you, Goose.
Yes, sir. Alright, let's get as close to here as possible. Bring us back. Alright, take a look here. We're going to slow-mo it. Take a look at that number 83 up there. And the 51 and the 3. 3's going to spin the 83. 83 is going to come down into the 51 of Kramer, unfortunately. 54 looks like he gets by, without a doubt. And all three of those trucks are going to head up into the wall. Just an unfortunate accident. Totally preventable. Totally preventable, but, you know, that's okay. It happens. It's super speedway racing. Bergson is still going to be leading your race. That number 42 of Brown, he's going to be in second place. He's been gunning it all night for first place, though. I think he might have a chance to get it. What do you think, Ricky?
Honestly, at this point, it's anybody's game. It's going to be a full-on sprint to the end of the race.
I fully agree with you. I was just double-checking something there. These guys are going to come down pit lane. on the final lap, these guys are going to come down pit lane, and they're going to risk losing the pit lane battle. Let's take a look here. Let's get a good camera. 29 is going to come out of the pits. Smith is going to be in the lead. Some of these trucks are staying out. They might have the best option of winning here. A lot of these lead trucks, though, a lot of the trucks that have been the leaders, they're all pitting. Maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe they're low on fuel. Hard to say. Bergson, though, he's going to be in 8th position now after filtering out of pit lane. Your new leader, that is going to be Smith. Sorry about that. We're trying to get the camera figured out. There it is. The number 1 of Smith. Smith 47. There are a lot of last names Smith on iRacing. Ricky, you know someone, and I know someone.
There's a bunch of Smiths on iRacing.
No, we do know. We know a certain Smith. Get out of here, boy. That's all we gotta say, boy.
Boy.
That number 75 is shut. If we remember correctly, let's take a look back. Well, I'm going to take a look back. You guys aren't. You guys are going to keep watching the broadcast. Shut. In that number 75 truck. He won stage 3. He was the final stage winner before these yellows started to come out. Martin, he's back there just a little bit, back there in 9th position. He won stage 1 and 2. Make sure you guys stick around after the race to hear from the top 5 from this race. As long as they're in the Discord, we'll hear from you. So make sure if you are in this race and you are watching the live and you are in the top 5 but not a part of the Discord, make sure to join the Discord. Stick around. I know these guys host plenty of races throughout the week, so if you're ever sitting down and you got nothing to do,
or if you're banned,
take a look at these hosted races. Say you don't want to even join the league to run the league races. Join and run these hosted races. It's a lot of fun. Come out, you know, get an EOL on the last lap of the race. So
yeah, people can't win and they hit you, then you get kicked. But it's all a good time.
But no, those are just the small things that happen, and everything happens for a reason during these races. These races do normally go very, very cleanly. Of course, with a hosted being a hosted, you can't guarantee everyone's going to be that way. But we can promise that they are dealt with swiftly. Things in the works also. Stay tuned for Fearless Podcast is in the talks. That's been news around the Fearless server. If you guys want the latest and greatest news and keep up with everything that's happening, if you want the latest announcements of when streams are going to be coming out and what leagues we are going to be broadcasting for, join the Fearless Discord server. It's a fun place. Come join. There's always a group of guys. I mean always a group of guys in there every single night racing races. So if you need some people to come race with, come join Fearless. But here we come. So hopefully the final yellow flag here at Daytona tonight. Smith is going to be leading this race, followed by Shutt, the number 39 of Weisenberg's up there.
Be ready, green flag.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Green flags here at Daytona. Smith is going to get an amazing jump. Here comes Shutt, though. He's going to shoot immediately up to that outside. Take a look at the rows. The outside lane is working good. Not many trucks are going to stay to that inside. That outside lane has the most trucks. Look at that. Martin is shot up there to the outside as well. He's going to try and get back up there and take that lead away. Inside line is fighting hard.
A little dangerous.
3 wide with the 69 car. We've seen him a few times today. The 199, he's still out there. Multiple of these rows are going 3 wide. A lot of these trucks absolutely fighting hard out there. Everyone's adrenaline and hearts have to be racing here at this racetrack. And I'm sure the crowd.
Oh, 3 wide. Oh,
is,
no.
Oh, the 69 spins it around. He's not able to keep it. White flag was in the air, though. Let's see if it stays green. Oh, my goodness. They're up and over. He's flipping. He's flipping. The 78 is flipping around.
He's on the top of his car. He flipped back on top of his 4 wheels.
Oh, my goodness.
42 car.
That is a grim way to end this race at Daytona. No caution flag either. Hayes, they're still racing up here. Smith is in the lead. Shutt right behind him. Bergson to the inside, trying to make it work with that 85 truck. I'm not too sure if they're going to have the horsepower to make it.
How to use that side
They're
drive,
racing.
man.
51 cuts down. He's trying. Smith wins your race. Shutt in second. Jepson third. Kramer fourth. And Martin is going to be 5th place.
That was a crazy white flag, Goose. Crazy white flag.
What a heck of a race.
As soon as I saw it go 3 wide, I already knew it was going to happen.
Unfortunately, going 3 wide here at Daytona sometimes cannot be favorable for some. And like tonight, it was not favorable for those guys. Unfortunately, they crashed coming across the line towards the last lap there. Or not even across. Well, it was kind of across the line in turn 1. That was an unfortunate event. But Smith at number 1, James Smith. The number 1 truck is going to do donuts across the line. And the number 13 is going to help out as well. The number 13 Mountain Dew truck is going to also join him down there on the grass. The number 75 of Shutt also going to be joining them on the grass. On the 5. There's James Jepson.
Man, I was rooting for John Miles, man. He was fighting. He kept getting pushed back to the very end.
Ricky Miles.
Fighting to the top 10.
Ricky Miles finished in 10th position. He's going to be out there doing some burnouts with the guys. And they're shut. Parked up on victory. Well, our victory lane, since we can't actually get to it in iRacing, unfortunately.
That's me. Dave drug me in the winner's circle, buddy.
Welcome in. Like I was going to say to our audience here, give us a couple of minutes while we pull in our top 5 people, and we're going to get some interviews and hear from the drivers themselves. See what it took to do this race. Bear with us for just a couple of moments. Alrighty, I was unfortunately not able to pull in your top 5, but your top 3 are here. What about James Smith? James Smith, tell us about that victory here at Daytona. 80 laps here. Was it as grueling as you thought it was going to be?
Well, it's like I was telling Dave earlier. I usually just stay in the back. There was no sense in me white knuckling it till the end of the race, and made it up here towards the front. And I had some teammates behind me, Dave and Jepson. So I got to give Dave a shout out because he stayed behind me and pushed me. So yeah, it was a good race.
That's good. That's good. And how were the stages? We saw plenty of cars out there on those stage breaks, going down pit road, and even on those green flag stops that some of those guys were making. A lot of cars just spinning out on pit road. Was the track kind of cold, or were the tires just really spinny, or were just guys hitting the brakes too hard out there?
I think it was a little bit of both. Some guys was going in there taking left sides only. Some was taking 4 tires. Some was taking none. So I think towards the end of the race, I took a few tires because my tires were starting to get slick. So, yeah, I think that played a factor in it.
I gotcha. Ricky, you got any questions?
And one question I want to ask is, what was your fuel level right before that last yellow?
We all went in early. Me and Dave and Jepson was talking about going in early, which we did. That put us in the back, but we knew that the front leaders had to go in, which we all talked about it and knew that was going to put us in the front. So when we come across the start-finish line, I think I was 1.7.
That is crazy to think about. Alrighty, James Smith, your winner here at Daytona tonight. Congratulations to you. Hopefully this victory was as special to you as doing this first broadcast for you guys has been. This has been a fun broadcast.
We appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, we have a lot of fun here. A lot of us race every night together. So, yeah, we had fun tonight.
Of course. Up next, your second place driver. That's going to be the number 75 of Shut. Tell us, how was your race tonight?
It was pretty good. I tried to keep myself up front most of the race. It seemed, again, I wasn't in the back too much, but it seemed after we got past halfway, everything had settled down. I think that we made that whole stage from lap 40 to 60 without any crashes that I can think of. So I was real happy that everything had cleaned up second half of that race. And then I was doing some Discord adminning while I was driving under yellow, I think, and I drove across the grass of the pit line and ended up with an EOL penalty. So kind of in the back and saw a wreck, and that's about that time Jepson and James, we all just kind of collected together and we're all discussing what to do, because it seemed like the race was going to go green to the end for as clean as it was running there. And so I was like, you know what, we're just going to go in now. James just called the audible. We went in, we took full fuel, didn't take any tires. We got out, we had about 4 or 5 cars in our little pack there, and then there was a wreck. I was like, okay, if this pans out the way I think it is, we're gonna inherit the lead here on this restart. And sure enough, we did. James got a hell of a start on that last start. He just jumped up right in front of me. I was able to push him. I saw Jerry Bergeron making a run on the inside. Honestly, I really thought he was going to pull even with us, and I just was not going to let off James's bumper. I was like, I'm going to blow my motor up before I let go of his bumper. And with Jepson behind me, I knew we were pretty safe. Just didn't know how many cars were on the bottom, but I just, checkers or records at that point.
Right. Do you think the saying was true for tonight, that cautions breed cautions?
I don't know. Like I said, I didn't see what was going on in the back too much. I was trying to advise some of the guys just to take it easy. I think the start of the race was actually pretty clean. Again, I didn't get to go back and actually see a replay yet for the start of the race, but I think it was pretty clean. Mm-hmm. I kept telling guys, stay off the bumpers. We got to get the pit stops first. Then we got to get to the stage. Let's just take care of the cars. Seemed like overall it could have been, hell unleashed tonight, but it seemed fairly calm, relatively speaking. There was a couple guys doing weird stuff, maybe just not controlling the cars too well, but once they settled down, it seemed like the whole race settled in.
Right. Ricky, what about you? You got anything to ask?
Oh, man, we appreciate y'all, man. stepping up to the plate. You know, I wasn't really a factor all night. I end up just trying to dodge the wrecks. But well, I think the last 2 laps to go, I was around 23rd, and I got lucky to get up to 10th. But that's about the best I could do tonight. But everybody else did good, and I'm glad they did, and appreciate all the drivers that came out and sticking with us, and appreciate everybody.
That's going to be Ricky Miles. Welcome in, Ricky. It's glad to have you in here, man, and we appreciate you for putting on these events this week. Shut, do you have anyone that you want to shout out?
Yeah, just pretty much everybody. James, Ricky, Jepson, John Miles, pretty much everybody, all the admins that are just out here racing, making a part of us. You know, a lot of the regulars that have been coming out here, we really appreciate them. You know, Greg Todd, you know, he's been out here. Downey Beach has been out here more often. James Jepson, yeah, he's one of our admins. Yeah, we just appreciate everybody, honestly, for coming out and helping us. I mean, everybody has a piece that, you know, contributes. I was watching that last lap wreck, and I saw the wreck, and I couldn't get to the yellow quick enough, because as soon as I saw that wreck, my finger's going for yellow, and then boom, white flag is out. And you know, when the white flag comes out, you can't throw the yellow anymore. Mm-hmm. So that got my heart's breaking for John, because he was up front most of the race. But yeah, no, I just I appreciate you guys for covering the race, having the time to cover us. We definitely appreciate that, so thank you. Ricky, James, and everybody else, like I mentioned.
Yeah, of course. Congratulations to you on your second place. And speaking of Jepson, as we come down here, number 13, Jepson, tell us, how was your race there? You finished third. How is it?
The race went really well. I had a couple hiccups on 2 pit stops, got in the back. I was running up front for a while tonight, ran in the back. Like Dave said, the 3 of us kind of got together at the end of the race. We all talked about our pit stops. We work as a team. Sometimes we die as a team, and tonight we won as a team. And, you know, we were coming around turn 4 tonight, and James is up front. Dave's pushing James hard. I'm third position. I see the bottom row coming up. I go, okay, as long as I can keep pushing Dave and slow up the bottom row, we might have a chance for 1, 2, 3. And it happened tonight. So teamwork paid off tonight.
I see that. It seems the cards fell into your hands tonight. Do you think that had anything to do with a strategy that you guys were doing the whole entire race, or do you think that was just pure luck?
Well, at the end of the race, when we all hooked up and we got lined up and decided how to do our pit stops, I think that was just teammates knowing how each other drives, and you know, instead of trying to take the win and maybe having a wreck at the finish line, do the team thing, and James got it tonight. Maybe next week it might be Dave or I, or, you know, but when you're working as a team, it makes it a whole lot more fun.
Right. Well, congratulations to you tonight on a 3rd place victory, and congratulations to your team for a 1, 2, and 3.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations to everyone.
Appreciate it.
We appreciate you guys.
Of course. Alrighty. Well,
I was trying to say something, but the other Ricky fucking said something.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
I was trying to say, I was gonna say, like, dang, like, honorable teammate for staying back and pushing freaking Smith to the lead.
Yeah, we're still streaming, by the way, Ricky. We're just gonna end it up here. But yeah, either way, thank you guys again for coming out here tonight and tuning in and watching the Dare hosted series, which I've dubbed it, at least, here at Daytona for the trucks. If you guys are interested, check them out. Same time, same day next time if you guys want to be included on the broadcast. Maybe we'll see you out there. Got anything to end off this stream, Ricky? How was the race?
I think the race was actually very fun, very clean for a speedway. There was a couple big wrecks, a couple cautions, but besides that, I mean, that's just another day at, Daytona.
Right. Daytona being one of my favorite tracks out here. I always love racing at it. I always love watching the races at it. And tonight was definitely one of those nights. One of the more enjoyable nights of watching it. Again, this has been your broadcasters, Ricky Kim and the Goose, up here in the broadcast booth. Thank you again for coming out and watching. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, Premier Racing Setups, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattlecan Shop, Juicy Spider Gaming, the Designs, Juicy Spider Studios. They have plenty of stuff. Go check them out. And again, if you guys are interested, check out the Dare Dirty Air Racing Experience League for more races and actual league races throughout the week. Check out the Fearless Broadcasting Discord server for more up-to-date news and faster news. The news gets to you faster because it comes straight from the source. We have two servers. We have the broadcasting server and we also have the team server. If you're interested in joining the Fearless Broadcasting Motorsports team, talk to Ethan Farless on Discord. You can find him in either of the Discords. Again, I'm sure I've said it plenty of times tonight. Thank you again to everybody who came out and watched. Thank you to the guys who put this on tonight. And we will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Peace. Appreciate everyone.